So I took the ice cream, battered it, and then I throw it into the fryer, and then it just explodes and disappears into nothingness, just like my future. But yeah, anyway. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with Thomas Butler in the UK and admin of the Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Yeah, finally, zero delays.
Zero delays.
Yeah, need to admit, like the signal when you were in London, it was abysmal. I was like talking to the wall, and then like you were like reading it. I was like carving my voice into the wall, and then you reply to me after you read what I carved in the wall. My goodness.
For your information, he's lying. We didn't even try recording in London.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, I thought that was in London. I got the wrong impression. Sorry about that.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You were on your master thesis.
Yeah.
Like, probably for the whole week. So,
Yeah.
so congratulations to Theo for completing the master degree. Yay! On
Finally, I'm
computer
officially
engineering or
jobless now.
something. Yeah, you become a NEET.
Yeah, we
Join
are the
me.
same now.
Join me in the abyss.
Yeah, after next month, I will be pretty much a NEET, so I will need to survive without whatever I have left until I get another job. Uh, my professors don't want me anymore. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I cannot extend my student contract because I am no longer a student starting from March. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, it is what it is. I need. I went like as much as I love working with my professors. Kind of need the graduation certificate if I wanted to enter the German workforce. Kind of just to let them know that, oh yeah, I have been in Germany, like I've been in, how to say, I've been accustomed to your professional culture for the last 4 years or so. So yeah, please hire me, kind of thing. But yeah, that's the thing. Maybe until then I would have to hold off buying BSS04. I'll probably need to stay with brain rares for now until
Okay.
yeah, the day I got my first paycheck, I will go to the store and then I will ask them to, okay, so how much BSS04 do you have left in the storage? Give it all to me. Maybe not that drastic, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I will have to see because I'm buying a case, but then I'm sharing with Enoch. So,
yeah,
like, he's the kind, especially with X-res and everything, he will pretty much love to keep maximum X copies if possible.
Same.
So, yeah.
Same. I wanted to keep as much as I can, but yeah, it's just still don't know because like if I don't buy, if for use as usual, right, I am planning to buy 3 boxes. But like if I don't buy 3 boxes, I got another month, which I don't need to worry about food. But still, do I want to worry about food or do I want to win? Which brings us to the next question. Like with the current format for the grand tour, now I think it doesn't change that. With the top 30 to finish, you get the invitation to the Profest. But
Yeah.
now, if you get into the top 4, then you get a travel support for up to 4,000 USD, which will be much harder to get. But I guess then, if you get in the top 4, I guess you can treat yourself a little bit. With 4K, I think you can get business class and pretty much hotel that is like beside the venue.
Yeah, but like that's pretty much still an overkill. Like, I mean, you look at like the prices yourself, especially if you plan early. Like, business class plus a hotel beside the venue probably gonna cost like just like maybe over 1K. I don't know, maybe even less than that actually. I never checked like the business class prices, but I honestly don't think it's gonna be that high. So it is very much an overkill.
Exactly.
With like the price allegations, because like the way they could have done that is that they could have, I think for like the champion, 4K is fine. I guess if you climb up that high, you deserve maybe a business class and a first star hotel, but 5-star. But even then 4K might be too much. I would say maybe 3K. And then you can like drop, like you can like distribute the money even further down. So maybe, you know what, okay, so now so like champion 3K, second to fourth place 2K, and then top 16 maybe not 1K, we don't want to keep too much, 500, you know, and then like top 32 250. I mean, that still works. I mean, I think as I've talked with some other people already, even like $250 for a voucher is pretty good, because like it already covers at least one side of the trip. So like, you know, the other side, I guess I just gotta win the money back, you know. So like, and like I think so in my experience, like for my trips, I usually spend around 800. Okay, I'll give a maximum 1,000 pounds. That's like, actually, how much is that in USD? I think that's still roughly.
Yeah,
I think that's still 1,200. Yeah, maybe 1,200. Okay, yeah, maybe 250 isn't enough. But I think if you have the ability to go into ProFest, recovering the rest of the money is like statistically said shouldn't be too hard. But again, voucher is still voucher, it's still money. So like, I think even with 250, people are gonna be probably more accepting than literally nothing until top 4. This is not how you advertise a game, Bandai. Like, first, I understand that they don't want to forever attract people with just the money to a new game, but they're also changing their policies too quickly. Like, to be fair, I think they should have maintained the cash price until like maybe year 3 at the very least. Like, especially with the disaster they've done in year 1. It's like the set 1 to set 3, they weren't great already. Like fortunately, kinda, they brought back the little reputation by like, you know, having like each of the next sets a little bit better than the one before. But overall, it's still not great. And then okay, sure, year 2. I mean, like now set 4, everyone is excited with it. Set 5, everyone is excited with it. You know, double colors, and then, you know,
Rush,
like more archetypes, you know, stuff like that. And then obviously you got the Eva, but I don't think they are enough to, you know, pull more people in just with the cards. Like, you still very much need the money to do that, as in like the cash price. So I mean, I mean, at this point, I mean, probably we still have to see. Like, if, for example, they move the money, like they move the money supposedly for Grand Tour to ProFest, so maybe like now they give more money in ProFest, then that's no problem. Like, cause like it's, you know, it's just about when you're getting the money, or maybe a little bit of gain/loss depending on how well you do. But that's tournaments for you. can't argue with that.
True.
But if they keep the same amount in ProFest, then there might be a problem.
Yeah.
And then that goes into another point is that can you please announce things sooner?
Yes.
You have set 5. I mean, even though it was announced by the distributors, but you have set 5 information, which is supposed to be in August, out before your prizes for tournaments in March.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how they work. It's like, why do they think it's such a good idea? I mean, to be fair, I mean, I suppose it's not exactly that late. Like, people have a month and a half if they need a day off from their work. But still, how like, the only reason I can think of is because they couldn't confirm what they can actually give out. You know, that's why it held it back so much. Like, oh my god, it's like, is the printing done? Can we actually print the playmat? How much money we're gonna give out? Like, maybe they were still deciding that, but I think, like, shouldn't you have decided that, like, probably even before this year already?
True.
Like, what kind of major change that you had to do that you had to delay so much?
No, right? And
Like, yeah, so like, and also, like, isn't it better that you advertise earlier what to have so that people can decide earlier and maybe spread the words even further to invite more people into the game? Like, especially since you have a pre-release event coming up as well, which is, you know, the point is partly to attract new people. So you want more people to know about Battlefield Saga earlier, so they can get ready to try the game, and then if they like it, they can immediately join the Grand Tour.
Yes.
So it's like, but then again, like, you never understand how corporates works.
Exactly.
And talking about corporate, I think you know where this is going.
Ooh. Go on.
Have you heard about the termination of
Oh, fucking hell! That was a PR disaster. My God.
Oh my god! I've been wanting to talk about this for so long. I mean, okay. To be fair, at this point, there's nothing really for me to add on, especially since I wasn't even a Nijisanji fan, not a huge one at least. Like, but it got my attention so much partly because Silen was one of the very few Nijisanji VTubers that I actually pay attention on, and. I mean, okay, I feel bad for Silen / Dokeeper. That's her name now.
Yep.
But it's just so funny to watch all of these. It's like, how can a company be so bad at this? Like, I actually heard people, like, I actually heard that, like, in some universities they already using this as a case study.
Oh, of course. It is. Yeah, my friend said, like, this is definitely not the first, but this is the first case that is, like, so openly available in PR disaster management that you can use for whatever study you need to, because, like, there was so much resource on this matter. Like, almost everything is publicly online, and then, like, the case is, like, still developing from here. So it's like, oh.
Yeah, you know,
My goodness.
that's the funny part. It's not even a VTuber only problem already. It's literally a corporation problem. So, like, for those who's not into VTubers, I mean, first of all, what's a VTuber? Virtual YouTubers, basically YouTubers who use a 2D avatar / skin to represent themselves in their own videos. I mean, if you see my own video on my own channel, I mean, technically I can be a VTuber, but, like, be my kind is called PNG tuber because my avatar is not moving. It's literally just a PNG. But then like the actual VTubers, like they have a live model that can reiterates their own actions behind the screens. That's a VTuber. And then so what happened was that recently there's a VTuber called Selen Tatsuki who got terminated by her own company, Nijisanji / Anycolor. And then the best part was that Selen herself haven't even said anything yet. And then Nijisanji, the company itself, exposed basically everything by themselves through what we call a termination notice.
Yes.
Basically stating that they're firing Selen from their company. And normally, I mean, first of all, I heard that normally you wouldn't even announce any termination if you're a company, because like, why would you do that? But VTubers are like a little bit different because they're more related to the idol culture, which is especially prominent in Japan. And so basically, you know, you have a public image, and obviously the fans want to know what happens to them. So that's why you will announce termination notices if that happens, because you know, you want to tell your friends, I'm sorry, she's not working anymore, you know, that stuff like that. But then again, even if you do release a termination notice, like as many fans have said already, you could literally go on as simple as just, due to a disagreement between Selen and the company, we decided to terminate her, but we wish her the best and hope you support the company further down in the future.
Yeah.
3 to 4 sentences. That's it.
Yes.
They could have done that, but instead they shot their own foot by giving reasons on why they terminated her. And the best part they mentioned was that they literally said it themselves before the person who got fired has said anything at all. The company itself said that Selen has accused people inside the company of harassment, and they deny it. First of all, no one thought. I mean, to be fair, Nijisanji had a very complicated history, but we don't get it there.
Yeah.
But like, first of all, why would you declare yourself that there has been an accusation of harassment inside the company? And then secondly, even if you admit that, you know, usually companies / groups would go, we have done an internal investigation, you know, to at least prove that they have done something. And like, you know, by their own opinions, they didn't think it's an harassment, even though with like literally some lawyers said that harassment is not an opinion, it's like a kind of a proven fact, like something that, you know, it's like a disease that like you determine, stuff like that. But anyway, the best part is that they didn't even say they did an internal investigation. They literally just said, we deny her statement of harassment.
Yes. My friends were joking that their lawyers were paid with basically like the instant ramen in front of the company. So that's why their disaster, their risk management and their PR handling was like abysmal. just like the information on Battle Spirit Saga. So yeah. Throwing the shits as other companies are making their mistakes. God damn it.
Oh my god. Yeah, and like what's even worse about it is that like Selen announced, like, well, she made a post on Twitter after termination notice, say that she only knew about the termination the same time as her fans, because she never got any notice before the tweet or the termination, and she didn't even notice it herself. She has to be told by her friend. So basically, her friend was scrolling Twitter, and then she saw the termination notice, and then she told Selen, "Hey, you got terminated." And then Selen just went, "What the fuck?"
Imagine, right? Like you are a public figure, but like still, if you have a job, you should have known first before anyone else that you have been fired. Like what the fuck? My god.
Yeah, and then like the next part is just got a bit darker because later on, Selene slash well,
Hmm.
she's her being Doki Bird now,
Mm-mm.
like saying things as Doki Bird, her new
Mm-mm.
name, which I'm not gonna get any further, but like you
Mm-mm.
know, to those who don't know about Vita Bird, just assume that's her new identity.
Mm-mm.
But like Doki Bird has said that like, she has actually made an attempt on her life
Mm-mm.
before all of these happened.
Mm-mm.
So she was literally hospitalized
Mm-mm.
while like before or while the termination has happened.
Mm-mm.
And then the best part was that the termination notice is stating that we decided to terminate her because we feel that she's ruining our reputation as a company. Like,
Ooh.
dude, you literally have an employee under you
Mm-mm.
who's about to leave this world,
Mm-mm.
and you care about your reputation.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean like the talent's feelings will not help our bottom line in it. My goodness.
I think the funniest part is that like later on they just like they do all those damage control
Mm-mm.
like against like the angry fans
Mm-mm.
and just say like with
Cool.
this like we decided to stop the streams of our streamers
Mm-mm.
for their own health and safety. Wow,
Ooh.
where's the care of health and safety when Zelan was in the hospital?
Yes. Well, now that our bottom line is being threatened,
Oh my god.
now that our bottom line is being threatened, now we care.
I think what's even worse is that later on, Dokipa admitted that it wasn't even one attempt. She
Mm-mm.
attempted twice
Oh my god.
before the termination. It was like, Jesus Christ. And then like, what's even funny was 2 days later after the termination notice, the company made another post to say that her termination, like the impact of her termination
Mm-mm.
on the finance of the companies was negligible.
Wow.
And while the feds actually went to check the stock market and their
Mm-mm.
value has gone down at least 10%, and it's still going down right now.
Yeah. It has risen up for a tiny fraction. Overall, from the compared to last month, uh, more because they have some sort of increase. Like I think before this incident, uh, overall from last month it dropped 3%. But like from the peak, which is from 5 February, can we do like a 5 days? So within this 5 days, because it's just recently like raised up a little bit, it is like -7%, but still wow. Imagine if you invested like 10,000 USD in this company, and then your 10,000, that means your $700 is just gone.
Yeah, so well, actually, I think with Niji Sanji, I think previously, what was it? Like on Wiki, they said that, like they said that like the value was around 250 million US dollars,
Mm-mm.
or was it billion? I
Mm-mm.
think probably billion actually.
Mm-mm.
So you can imagine even dropping 10% is a
Yeah,
lot of money.
fuck ton of money.
Exactly. But yeah, that's like that's kind of something I was into for like the last week. It was so funny because like I was literally discussing about Battlesphere Saga with
Mm-mm.
like the other people, and then like like the other people in the Discord server, as in like other Discord server, like VTuber Discord servers. It's like,
Mm-mm.
oh my god, Niji Sanji just fired Selen, and then like, I was like, oh shit, sorry, I'm leaving the call. I need to see all this shit.
Yeah.
it's like, it's like again, like I feel bad for Selen slash
Mm-mm.
Dokiba, but like.
Mm-mm.
And I wish her the best. Like I'm actually one of her new fans now.
Mm-mm.
I watch the streams. I'm involved in fan projects right now, and I'm in the fan Discord server and everything like that. I mean, this is actually the first time I watched the whole live stream.
Nice.
Very funny, yeah. But yeah, it's like, but this whole thing, it's just so hilarious. I can't. I can't. But yeah, like if you guys are interested in the rest, because there are lots going on. There's literally an actual lawyer, like who's like it's like he's an outsider, but you know his job is a lawyer. But like there's an actual lawyer reviewing all of these. It like his stream went for 7 hours, and he just started a new one today. So like Jesus Christ, there are lots going on. But yeah, so if you're interested in it yourself, which I think like I mean that's why I'm saying it here, because I think it's worth the attention, because just because again it's not just a VTuber thing. It's literally it's literally a case of what you should never do as a company.
Yes.
So it's just a very, I would say, like unironically use the word interesting to go through. Like it's something interesting to go through. So like if you're interested, just go onto YouTube, look up something like maybe termination of Silen, and then like you will get all these videos just explaining everything that you need to know.
Exactly.
And I think like that's one thing I realized today is just like how much of like just how much of a shitstorm like the court is going to be, because Selene is a Canadian, so she follows the Canadian laws. Nijisanji is a Japanese company, follow the Japanese laws. So now you already have two laws clashing with each other in the court. And if it's true that like the harassment involves other lifers who are also in other countries,
Yep.
for example, one of them is in Britain. This is literally a world war in itself. Like you literally
My goodness. The
imagine.
scale of this conflict, man.
Yeah, it's like I think it's just I like after all of these are done, I would very much love to read over kind of like an analysis of like how like kind of the how like the procedures in the court would have gone through, just with the involvement of all the laws from different countries, like in this one single case. But yeah.
And yeah, actually, like if you my goodness, so if you read like the lore, like the official lore of some of the lifers, can find like interesting shit like this, like the one I sent you in Discord.
Oh yeah.
It is like
But I don't
the
think
irony.
the irony is indeed. But yeah, I don't think it's worth like to going into more details, considering probably like most of our minimal listeners aren't even that interested in VTubers.
I think like if you are listening this far, probably because you are in a business major or management major, and you kind of delve into like the risk management and damage control. So yeah, there is one paper that you can that you can delve into. Unlike me, who when I do my business papers, I for my digital transformation course, so for the business one, I did a case study on Domino's actually. And how, because like
Okay.
it's mostly
Dominoes.
on how Domino's in various countries they basically like digitalize the whole delivery process.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Interesting. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
about that, like in terms of the business development, I've seen this one interesting thing which was mentioned which was literally a whole video on Food Theory by MadPat. How because of COVID, so like you now require more social distancing in retails. So and like that's when Taco Bell decided that they're gonna have they're gonna build a whole building just for drive-through. But then like it's like a 2 stories building, but like the ground floor is for the cars to go through, and then they make their orders on tablets, things like that, like how you do it in McDonald's and KFC now. And then once you finish with the order, like the food would just like lower down on the lift automatically to like the driver window. So basically like the second floor is the first floor, the floor above. Like fuck English, fuck American English and British English. Because I can't remember which side, but like one side said like first floor is the ground floor, but like basically the floor upstairs is the kitchen. And and so like that's only one innovation, because like you don't really see this a lot even right now, right? And then they went one step further and say that, okay, we're gonna save space, so we're gonna share the kitchen with KFC. So basically, you have this whole one huge drive-through building, where you can literally order food from multiple fast food industries, and then above you, they're gonna be sharing the same kitchen. It's like a food court basically, but for drive-through. And I found that we always remember a term we have in Chinese. Well, actually, the term I'm thinking of is danger, quote unquote danger. Because in Chinese, the term danger is actually made of 2 words. As per usual, well, that's the pictographic language for you. So like the word danger is actually formed by the words of danger and chance. And that's because in Chinese we always have the ideology that when there's danger, there's also a chance. So like it's like the English saying, when one door is closed, there's another door open. Like it's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. So like it's really interesting to see how, despite COVID being a horrible thing, and obviously I still think it's pretty horrible, but it's also because of that, like there was so many things that has spun out from this event. I mean, actually, like VTubers is like one of these things. It's like, exactly. Like or even like the anime industry in general, because before COVID, as far as I know, like a lot of like Westerners, I mean like people in like the Western side of the world, aka English-speaking countries, they still very much being a bit reluctant on, dipping their toes into this whole rabbit hole called anime, because they're weird, they're over sexualizing people, stuff like that. But because of COVID, like people are forced to stay at home, and then like, oh fuck, I'm bored. What do I do? Actually, this anime looks really good. Let me try watching it. And then now you got a fuck ton of more people that actually got into anime. And and the same thing with VTubing actually, because like VTuber is, it also started in Japan. As per usual, Japan always starts with a lot of things, especially the weird shits. But I love them for that. And then like the VTuber comments obviously then start small. So first of all, it started as like targeting Japanese audiences. Like, okay, now we had this real person behind the screen, but then like they have an anime character look, and they can interact with viewers. So it's like you can imagine you've been watching Dragon Ball, and then suddenly Goku is now interacting with you.
Yes.
That's how it works, basically. And then now it's successful in Japan. And some of these geniuses decided, hey, why not we try targeting the English audiences? And it worked.
Yeah.
Because we literally have, for example, one of the VTubers called Gura who was the first VTuber to reach 4 billion subscribers. Am I
Million, I think.
exaggerating?
I think
4
millions.
million. Like, I can't. I like. It's so hard to like. You know, when it gets into million and billion and stuff like that, it's very hard to grasp like the concept of value. Yeah, 4.44 million. Oh, that's a very unlucky number. But anyway,
And she is still the most popular still.
oh yeah, she's
By
still the
subscriber
most
count.
popular video. Yeah, by subscriber count, and she's an English-speaking VTuber. So like just by this, it literally confirms of everything I've said like right from the start of GoFit. Like people didn't like anime, people start liking anime. Japan now does more weird shits, and then people love it.
Exactly.
And yeah, I mean this is just one example, but like it goes back to the thing of like how danger creates chances and ideas, and it's just. I think it's just like part of nature, you know, because like if you go back to the very base, it's literally survival instinct. Because like, oh no, this doesn't work. I have to try something else, you know. And this is exactly what people have been doing, you know, for since the beginning of humanity, basically. So, so yeah, and like it goes to philosophy again, but I just love this kind of shit.
Exactly.
It's like, what is humanity?
Oh.
What is nature?
Oh.
It is all determined by fate, by our animalistic instincts. I don't know.
Why do I remember that thing? That philosopher that challenged another one. I think he challenged Plato. Where he basically like undresses a chicken. So basically he pluck all the feathers and then like make it stand on 2 feet and then like behold a man. It's like because like I think at that point of time like our definition of like a human is like an animal that is like doesn't have any feathers, doesn't have any hairs on their body, and then they stand on 2 feet. So yeah, like,
No, I think I mean I didn't really hear about that story that you mentioned, but I think probably what they were trying to tackle on is more of how do you define a human?
yeah,
Because like I think there's the specific case that you mentioned is probably they were tackling on the appearance of human. You know, like do you determine whatever's a human by the appearance, or do you determine by something that's deeper within? And that you actually reminds me of one of the themes that I've done back in high school, because I did study philosophy in high school, and the question was, what is a person? So I think generally in philosophy, when we say human, we means, you know, the biological side. You know, you're biologically a human.
yeah,
But it's different when we say a person, like because it's like it goes into like kind of, you know, the definition of person. Because like when you say a person, you usually means something that's, you know, conscious of their own being. You know, they're conscious of what they're doing, you know, things like that. And like, and I think the whole argument was basically what is the definition of a person? Like how far can you push the definition? Because like if for example I said, okay, you know, a person is a being that have consciousness, then isn't that basically all the animals? You know, or even by some degree plants as well, because you know recently we have scientific studies that say that for example, when you cut a leaf off a plant, it sends chemical signals to all the other plants. Danger, danger! There's something that's ruining our life right now. So like, if that's consciousness, then plants people as well. So it's like it's just a lot of very interesting things to discuss when it comes to philosophy. And yeah, and then like I also, so because my high school was somewhere near London, so while I was in London 3 days ago, I actually visited my high school
Okay.
to see my teachers, and then surprising, and discuss philosophy with them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and then I was just telling, because like my high school was Catholic, Christian. I don't know which term you should be using, but
It
you
depends.
you be, you
Christian is
believe
a
in
good thing.
the
It's a good
yeah,
one.
we believe in the Israeli God. Let's just say it that way, and from from the Holy Bible.
Yeah, that one.
um, yeah, that one. And then and then back then we since I live in the boarding house in the school campus, so every Sunday we're literally forced. I'm not even joking, to go to attend the chapel for sermon every morning at like 10 a.m. No, 9 a.m. 10 a.m., 9 a.m., around that time. But like, you can imagine, it was a Sunday, but you're still forced to wake up at 7 a.m. because you need to head to a chapel and to listen to something that you don't believe in. Because like, if you haven't known already from all the shits that I was spouting since episode 1, I am atheist.
Yeah.
And that's why I've been talking about all those insane shits without any filter.
Well, I'm a Catholic, but I still say things without filter.
I don't know.
So
I just
that's
feel like I just feel under the impression that when you're religious, like either you're sprouting nonsense or you're more refined in what you talk about. Cause like I've been that's like the good point of religions is that it kind of refines your mind, so you're more gentle with things, if that's how you describe it. But anyway, so like we were forced to go to chapel, we're forced to sing the hymns. God bless the Queen. Sorry, no, it's the King now. And then and then you listen to what's the guy's role? The priest? No, it's the
the figure, the priest, it works.
yeah, yeah, like the priest, the father. Let's call him the father. Just talking about stuff for like what 20 minutes while we're literally dozing off, but we weren't allowed to because the teachers were watching.
Yeah.
And like at that time, a lot of us was very annoyed about this. Surprisingly, I wasn't one of them.
Don't worry.
I was still slightly annoyed, but then not to the point of my friends was literally curse the gods like that.
Well,
Because
I also my friends are probably way more religious than me, and they still got annoyed, so I can understand that.
yeah, and like I could understand even more now that I got older, because I think it's not about whether you're religious or not, but it's just because there's so many things happening in life that you never give yourself a chance to silent down. And unironically, and I think this might have been the purpose of sermons in general, is that it gives you time to be in peace with your mind. And it was something that I've subconsciously enjoying during that time. During like the sermons, like you sit down, you sing some hymns, which was fine by me because I like singing. and then you listen to the father talking, which I do think, like from time to time, they have some good lessons. Like I think I mentioned this before, but like, I'm not religious, but I'm very much inclined and interested to learn about all the lessons that like the religions would provide. Like obviously there are elements which can't apply to modern society, you know, but if you try to like pick them out and then put your own understanding to it, then like they can still very much be useful, like for your own living.
Yeah.
You know, for example, you know, I mean, obviously, I think the Holy Bible itself, like there are a lot of things which are exaggerated. You know, probably partly to, what's the word? To highlight the good nature of Jesus, and then also partly to make it more memorable because you know it's exaggerated. You know, I think like the one that I can think of right is, you know, when Jesus says, when you got slap on the cheek, let them slap the other side as well. A lot of the times people are just gonna, you know, take this part. I was like, ha ha ha, idiots, you know, why would you want to do that? But like if you think about it deeply, like I mean, obviously Jesus isn't actually telling you to get slapped twice, but it's like it's about the mindset here. It's like he's basically saying, don't care what the others are doing to you. You know, and I think from his point of view, slapping on the cheek was a very minor thing. You know, like unless you got slapped by what like a sumo wrestler, then like you're not gonna die from that. And I think that's exactly his point. It's like basically saying if it doesn't impact your life greatly, don't care about it, even if it's still going on. If that makes sense. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, at least that's my interpretation, you know. But like you never know what they will actually mean. Like, you know, it's something from 2,000 years ago. So but yeah, so like this is like something that I also like to do. Like I would like read of this religious text, usually the Holy Bible, because surprisingly, as an atheist, I've been in Christian schools for my whole life.
Yes. As usual.
Maybe just one of them atheists.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but
and
but
that's
so, yeah,
probably
so
how
like,
I ended up a Catholic, because for so during the 12 years of my education, 9 of them I did not went to Catholic school. So yeah.
yeah, for my 23 years of 23 years, for my 22 years of education, 19 years was in Catholic schools.
Yeah, that's probably why. It's too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, so when I mean religious text, I usually mean the Holy Bible. But like you know, if you stuff me some other religious texts, I usually wouldn't refuse them. Like I would at least try reading them through, you know. But like yeah, what was my point? I was you know, I was saying
I was also forgot.
yeah, yes, it's so convoluted, but it goes back to my visit in high school. But yeah, but like basically, I was just like talking to my teacher, and it's like I actually appreciate those sermons like even more so now, because like it actually gave me time to collect myself, and then but then like it's not something that you appreciate at the moment because you like, you know, we were all just fucking brats in high school. It's like, so it's something that, you know, we can only appreciate when you're actually struggling more with life. And then I suppose my teacher really appreciated hearing that. You know, I actually don't know if he's really not, but then like, you know, just in general, when you know a student is appreciative of the school that you're working in, then you know your school is doing the good thing, you know.
True.
Yeah. So like, yeah, like I think I've said this quite a lot of times, but like I hate schools. I hate studying so much. Like that's why I'm not doing a master degree right now, because I hate studying.
Not yet.
But you know, that's like that's just my personal feelings on the activity of studying. But in terms of the school that I've been to, like I actually really appreciate what they've been doing, or, like for us, like not just me, but also like my classmates and future generations, etc. Like you know, it's been a good school when like you like it recurrently have old boys. Well, it's an all boys school. When you recurrently have old boys going back to the school to do the teaching. And that's literally what my little brother is planning to do as well. Like he's literally speed running his maths degree and also his teacher degree, and because he wanna get back to teaching in the high school, but we share the same high school, like at the high school as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Like partly also that he can stand side by side with the teachers who used to teach him, and like it's just really heartwarming thing to feel about, like you really love the school that you want to go back to teach with the same teachers who have taught you, yeah, and like it's the same for me. Like that's why I've been like visiting like my high school whenever I can, even though it's only been twice. But then like, oh my god, I've graduated for almost 5 years, but oh my god, I'm getting old.
Well, I'll be graduating next in 2 weeks now, so yeah, I guess I will fill that in 5 years after this. This 4 years will surely be the moment I treasure forever. But yeah, it is also interesting though, because like I have a total of because my master's degree is a little bit specific. It is somewhere between IT and business, right? So there are less students than, let's say, like the masters in embedded systems and electronic, which is like more like focus on the technical part. So basically I have like, I think, 14 classmates in total, which to varying degree we have all graduated and get a job in all different times. So I am currently in the group where I will graduate, but I don't have a job. And then like suddenly my friend contacted me because like he was, so now because like he has a job now, but like he is struggling to get a professor to supervise him for his master thesis. So yeah, there's and then he was like, yeah, maybe I'm thinking of quitting my job to finish my master thesis. I was like, no, why would you do that? That's fuck up. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I mean, like some of my other friends, they got a job and some of them delayed their graduation because of that, but they graduated in the end. Some of the other, they graduated early and they got a job afterwards, which is nice. I think that's the best scenario. Some of them like working already before their graduation and they graduate on time, even better. So yeah, now I have to join my friends in the workforce now. Don't know how long it will take. I want those boxes. Also, it is a little bit unfortunate that now in my region of Germany, like the Bell Spirit Saga is a little bit dwindling. But I can't really contribute back to the community because I don't have the money. But yeah, that is why I have to get a job so I can finance this community. I will single-handedly be the white knight that saves this community. And I just kidding. I don't think even with an actual. I don't even think with an employee salary I can do that. So yeah, if you are in, so I will get off my high horse. And if you are living in the North Rhine-Westphalia state of Germany and you want to learn more about Battle Spirit Saga, feel free to let me know. I am willing to share some. I think I am the wrong person to ask for advice, but I will help you to get us to get standing in the Grand Tour as much as I can. And if you and especially if you want the comments just take it. Just take them.
Well, I mean, I suppose depending on what kind of advice you want to get, in terms of cutting down the spending, I can't be
Yes.
very good at that.
Yes. I will like
Maybe stop buying the expensive pen that you got in Japantown, but Little Tokyo.
Oh yeah. My goodness, that was like a abysmal. I think I'm the only one who almost didn't spend anything because I can't spend anything. My God. Uh, I splurged in Spain though a little bit. The that
Sorry?
no, I mean like with the money that I did not spend in Japantown, I splurged a little bit
Mm.
in Spain thanks to that. And I think like thanks to me not spending anything in Japantown, I get to go home because like I think like at that time I mean like it was 2 days before my payday, so I was like a little bit loose with my money, and then like I have like $3 I think like $4 left in my card, and then I go back to the airport, and then turns out there's this thing called the airport surcharge. So like if you take the metro to the airport, you have to pay an extra €3 to basically get out of the gate. And then
Oof.
I paid the surcharge when I bought because like for in Spain, like basically in Madrid at least, you have to have this this electronic card that basically keeps your ticket. And then this card, so you have to buy this physical card for €2.5, and then because I bought it in the airport, they gave me another airport surcharge which is also €3. So I thought I've paid my
Bruh.
so with that I thought I have paid my share. Turns out it doesn't count. So when I get back from the city, and then okay, so it's already like 2 hours to my flight, so I got back to the airport, and then like okay, so time to go out. Boop. And then like the machine said, yeah, you haven't paid the airport surcharge. Go back, pay it, and then you can leave. What the? So I paid €3 to get out of the airport, and I paid €3 to get in the airport. My God. If I have known that,
Do you want me to leave or not?
yeah, please. Yes, I think I've paid enough tax to your country, and I didn't even live here. My goodness. Uh, but yeah, that was a fun time. I kinda regretted not buying that thing though, because like because like randomly, because there is a so the random part is the thing that I found, but like there is this one, like the secondhand anime store, the Anime Jungle, that is like my friend's favorite place to shop. So I found like the minifigures for Gear Fighter Dendo, which is I don't know how obscure or how big it is back then, but it was like I found it like in a form of fighting game that I played a lot with my sisters. And then I found out the one button combo, and then my sister was like, "Fuck this, let's play Need for Speed." And then she bullied me, and because I can't turn. I cannot process like gas and then brakes and everything. So my only chance in winning against my sister is if we play a track race. So if there is any turning, I'm done. But yeah. Anyway, I played that game quite a lot, so I was like, oh, I finally found a piece of that merchandise, and then like, it's only $3. Could have got that, but like if I got that, I can't get out of the gate and in the Madrid airport. So, yeah, I guess everything that is supposed to end well end well. But yeah, still fuck American Airlines though. Yeah, I mean like like this because I have a transit, and so from LAX I have a transit in Dallas Fort Worth Airport, and then like the transit time was supposed to be like 15 minutes, and then the plane was like, I think they were like late for like 20 minutes. So when I arrived, they already started the boarding process for my connecting flight. But like I get off the plane, and then there was zero information on where I should go next. So I walk a bit, and then I found the American Airlines customer service. So I queued up thankfully it was not crowded, so I pretty much got the consultation pretty fast. And then like the lady, when she looked at my boarding pass, she was not impressed because like she inputted the code and then like, sir, your plane has started their boarding process, so you have to run now. And then I just realized there's an international flight that will bring me from United States to Spain. So if I have to go through immigration, I'm toast. Turns out they just did this kind of like a tablet thing where they took my photo and then I can get in the plane directly. So that was helpful. Thank you very much. That is the best service that I found from the American immigration. Thank you very much. And also
Nice.
the American Consulate General in Frankfurt. They are also delightful people. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm still bitter that I need to pay 30 euro for the premium shipping, but yeah, it comes 2 days after I applied for my visa, so that is I am very happy with the result. Nevertheless, I'm not happy with the paying though. And like,
I think at the end it depends on like how you were able to compensate it, I guess.
yeah,
Because like if you think of it that way, if you didn't pay for the premium shipping, you wouldn't be able to go to America.
exactly.
So then like and then that means if you weren't able to go to America, you wouldn't even be able to compensate, you know, the money you paid for the visa.
True.
And now that you pay for the premium, you went to America and you actually got compensated everything by joining. Or do you not actually? You probably didn't.
I did not. Yeah, I got 68. I got 68. Remember, don't drop it in my wounds. But yeah, because like there were only two options. So either I took the premium shipping or I retrieved the visa myself, my passport myself in Frankfurt, which will cost me at least 36 euro and a whole day. So I don't want that. So yeah. I'll rather pay the 27 any day. But yeah, I'll probably have to do this again when I got my salary and apply for my UK visa. My goodness. Yeah, like I think I have told. Have I told the story here, like why I went to Spain at all? Like, because the only alternative flight that I can get is through the UK. And UK is not part of the Schengen territory, so I don't have a visa to enter the UK. And like I kept on trying to find like whether I need it. Like the UK government said I don't need one, unless I needed to probably exit the gate to go to my
Airport.
connecting flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I tried to ask like British Airways like whether I need to do this, and they were like, sir, I don't think we can provide you with that information. So yeah, and then like in the end, like I consulted with my family, and then like yeah, I think we think that it is best that you avoid like going to taking like the connecting flight in London, like because like in the end, like if I paid for everything and then I got deported in London, that will be that will be a big oof. Imagine.
Oh, fair enough. The UK is a shit place anyway.
Yeah.
Ah.
And like imagine if I have like the 8 hour like I got a 10 hour layover in Madrid, which was delightful. I think I've been really enthusiastic about it when we got home. But like imagine if instead of 10 hours in Madrid, I got like 8 hours in London. Yeah. Well, then that have been abysmal. Also, like I'm not sure. I think like Heathrow, it's still one of the better place, right? Because like if I got into like the worst airport, then it will have been way past abysmal.
Oh yeah. It was just about airport, then yeah. But I don't know. At least for me, I've never really been to any bad airport. Like not to the point of, you know, what's the word? Unacceptable. Yeah.
Well, I'm in LAX. You know, I got lost the first time I got to LAX, so yeah.
I mean, well, that's a you problem.
Yeah. Kind of, yes. I mean, like,
But
who would
yeah,
expect that the shuttle, there were like 5 shuttle bus and they were not parked, and then I got into like the employee parking lot. It's like, huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely a you problem.
Yeah. And then like also like I think it's more of a me problem because I also didn't know that the cell tower in the US will be different than the one in Germany, and then my old phone turns out it cannot connect to the US cell tower. So my internet connection was beyond abysmal. It was catastrophic. I can barely send anything to Ayumu. And then turns out after I got into the Airbnb, and I still cannot get any signal because I thought it was an airport thing, right? Because it's a little bit outskirts, so probably that's a problem. And then we are in downtown, and it's still really bad. Turns out I searched on Google, and then it's probably because the cell tower was not compatible, and I moved the SIM card from my old phone to my new phone that I currently use, and the speed was usable. Finally. Finally, I can use internet like a normal person. I don't have to beg anyone else to order the lift for us. I can just and I don't have to feel awkward with the driver for not giving them 5 stars because I don't have connection to give them 1. My goodness. Yeah, that yeah, certainly if I did not pay for the 27 €27, I could not have experienced this. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, U.S. Consulate General. Yeah.
But alright, oh god, like yeah, so like we're recording this after my trip back from my Chinese New Year celebration with my family in Manchester and London. We literally started this recording just 15 minutes after I arrived back home.
Yeah. If it were me, I would have
time
been asleep
efficiency,
now.
am I right? Yeah, time efficiency, am I right? But like, oh my god, like I do enjoy my time with my family, but it was so stressful. Oh my lord. Especially when we arrived at London, like the network there was so bad. like there was this one, like I'm like, thank God I'm only staying there for like 3 nights. Like there was one night where I could literally not use the network at all.
Oh my god.
Because it was so bad. Like I think it was the problem with mobile free or free mobile, which is probably because like it was too much of a populated area that like all the signals got disturbed and anything. But the problem was, so my data was free mobile. So like, okay, now that's bad. Maybe I can use the Wi-Fi in the hotel. No, because the Wi-Fi in the hotel is also using free mobile. And then today, after I send my parents off, and then like I wait for my coach, which is like 4 hours apart. I wander around London, and then I try sending messages. Type up like 5 messages on WhatsApp, and only one of them got through.
Exciting! What an exciting
Like,
time!
and I was like so stressed. I've been so stressed for like over the whole week, for like a lot of reasons. Well, mainly because like I'm like my social battery just really low. Like like normally, like when you talk about social battery, you mean like hanging out with friends, or like relatives.
Mm-mm.
But for me, social batteries also apply on spending time with my parents. So, so like you can imagine like staying under the same roof with them for like more than a week is very stressful for me.
Yeah.
Again, I don't hate being with them, but that's just my biological nature. I cannot spend too much time with people.
Mm-mm.
So I was like even after sending off, I was just like
Mm-mm.
so stressed. Like, I actually almost like I let myself through a little bit, but like, I'm glad I didn't do much more
Mm-mm.
than spending £60 on practically useless things.
Yeah.
Stress buying basically.
Exactly.
But like I got 3 books.
Mm-mm.
Well, I visited the. Actually, I don't think most people would know, but like so like in the UK, we have a chain store called Forbidden Planet, which usually sells anime stuff,
Mm-mm.
manga, light novels, and those kind of things.
Mm-mm.
They have a mega store in London, so I visited there.
Mm-mm.
And then I bought 3 books because I was advised to quote unquote read more books
Okay.
so I can write my novel.
Yes.
And then that was already like £30 in total.
Mm-mm.
And then I also bought a Pokemon binder with 4 packs in it, which was also £30 in itself.
Oh.
That was like barely worth it. Because
Mm-mm.
like I mainly needed the binder because I actually need the binder in anticipation for Battlespin Saga Set 4
Mm-mm.
because like my current binder isn't filled up, but if I also categorize them into colors and everything, then even though there's some space, I don't want to just stuff random cards in there, so I need a new binder
Mm-mm.
to separate the set 4 cards. Like that was actually worth it. I mean, the packs bonus, but I say the binders is worth it, but oh my god, I can never understand how PokeTubers would be opening packs on their videos, and then somehow they always manage to get at least one, aka high rarity, Pokemon cards from one of the packs. Because I opened 4 packs and I couldn't get any of them, and I couldn't even get one generic trainer card. And it's like, fuck my £30, man. It doesn't help. It doesn't help when at the back of my mind, I'm reminding myself that you can't earn money from the Grand Tour now. You need to spend less. And it's like, fuck. Fuck! I just wasted £30. I mean, I'm just confusing myself. Like, the £30 is fine because I needed to buy it anyway. The £30 is fine. But yeah, that £30 was not worth it for my life.
Yeah.
Hopefully the books are worth it.
Nah, I mean, like, if you're happy, that means it is never a it is never a bad purchase if you enjoy it in the end. I mean, like, remember I spent $4 to buy a pen in the US. My
Oh
goodness.
my god! Why did you even do that? I still don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, did you try it in the end? When, like,
Did I what?
did you try to write with it in the end? Because, like, I don't know. Because, like, I think, like, because during my high school times, I used to, like, write lots of my novels on notebook.
Oh no,
So
I just type it on my laptop. So
yeah, no, no. Because, like, I write a lot on my notebooks, so it's like when I found a pen that made me feel like the writing experience, like, so I went through lots of shitty pens. So it's like uh sometimes when I wrote with the shitty pens, like when it scratches the paper, it made like a really scratchy sounds, and then sometimes it was really the right feel was really heavy, and then the resulting letters was also too thick. So there are lots of factors that it is more into like a feeling thing. But like when I tried that pen, it was like the feel when it touches the paper, the sound of the scratching when I was scratching the words, and the end result. It was all it was all that I could have dreamed of. But yeah, I mean like the expensive pen, like the good thing is because it is branded. Like I think like to some extent, if I really like the feel of the pen, then I can just buy more when I ran out, right? I think like with the because like even with the shitty pens, once every 1200 resupply, because like my mom used to run a school, right? So like she like went to like the stationery stores a lot, and then like once in a while, the stationery store will have like a really it is like a Chinese made pen, like off-brand pens, but like the right feel it was really nice. And then I ran out, and then I cried. That's why like if we go to my house now, you will find like lots of unused notebooks and everything. Because like when I really like something, it was like, do I want to use this? And especially sleeves. Very especially sleeves. I think like I have one suitcase full of just unopened sleeves. I mean like with the the Bermuda triangles, right? I mean like I really like the ones that they like they used to have like this large supply sets that has like the storage box, deck box, and then like the sleeves. And then they made one for the idols that I really like, so Shizuku, and I think reindeer as well. So yeah, I kind of overbought. I think I have like three sealed, still three sealed, or maybe I just opened the packaging, but I basically so I can use the storage box to basically store my unopened sleeves. And then like I think like I still after that, like when someone like open the thing and then they still have the sleeve sealed, then they suddenly need money and then they sell they auction the sleeve for cheap. I just I just bid them. So I think I have I think like I still have like extra 2 or 3 sets of the same sleeves. It's like why it's like why did I do that? It's probably, but again, if it makes you happy, it is never a bad purchase.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. At least in terms of stationery, I always go for efficiency more than the touch of it. Like I'm the kind that like I will write till the end of the time with blisters on my hand. They wouldn't. I do get a better just because it writes nicely on the paper. So at most, my standard is it needs to be from Muji, but that's it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't care what kind. Yeah, I don't care what kind of pen that Muji is producing. I know that it writes nice. I'll use it. If I get blister on my fingers, fuck it. I don't care.
But yeah, no. I mean like I think like even with this expensive one, I will still get blisters if I write too long. But like at least when it touches the paper, it feels nice. That is the point. That's also why like even if I use cheap pens, I will be very delighted if I found one that is a gel pen, which I have one in my hands right now, and then it feels much better because it feels like you are writing with crayon almost, but like without the sound of crayon scratching your papers.
I haven't used crayon for so long. I literally can't remember the last time I used crayon.
But yeah, I don't think I really like crayons either.
Nah. If I have to go drawing, I'm actually used to using color pencils. Like that's my best skills in terms of drawing. Like I literally got wrecked by my friend who literally taught me how to do anime drawings. Like he always shit on me because like cause I frankly I was really bad at drawings for whatever reason. Like I could never get my proportion right. And I've been drawing anime for 3 years, and he was the guy who had been watching me and guiding me on how to draw anime. And then he was like, just so shit at this. I can't bear it. It's just like, but he did say like the one thing that I'm actually good at is coloring.
Aw.
I don't know. I think that says something. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, now that I think about it, like he might, like, I mean, I'm still friends with him. Like, we don't actually hate each other. But like now that I see it, like, it wasn't. I mean, he's pretty good at drawing anime right now. I actually don't really know like how much he's done right now. I mean, he made a VTuber for himself. Okay, yeah, then. Okay, yeah, I think he's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a big one, but at least he's done that. But like during, I don't know. Maybe now that I think about it, maybe somehow it's a way of teaching, or maybe I'm just a dumb fuck. I don't really know now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think like with good friends, it's kind of hard to tell like where the insult stops and then like the friendly banter starts, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like whenever you say my deck is trash, I know that it is not an insult. Probably to some extent it is, but like mostly it was not said with ill intent. It's more like a reminder, like yeah, it is not complete yet. Please redo it, kind of thing, right? But it's like yeah.
Yeah. But like I think overall he did help me with he did help me improve with some things. If like right now, even if I don't draw, I would still be actually giving advice to the people who are making anime drawings because he has like it's a very peculiar thing. It's like I cannot draw, but I can see what's wrong. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like when it comes to proportion, I cannot make it right when I'm doing it myself, but I can see what the others are doing wrong. It's like because like hey, look at this drawing. I was like, you should move the eyes. But for me myself, I can never get the eyes right. Like, hey, look at this drawing. It's like your hair is too high, but I can never draw the hair myself. It's like so well. How did I even learn this skill? Like how?
It is probably because you learn with your mind, not your muscles. Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Like
that might. I mean, no, that shit might be it. Who knows?
yeah, I think like with various skills you can kind of like absorb it differently. Because like I think with card games, it is one of the things that I learn more with my muscle than my mind. So like if you ask me like why are you doing certain actions, I don't know, but it's just from what my body remembers from my practice. It feels like the best. It just feels like the best, like the course of action that comes up with the best result. But because I don't practice enough, of course that that is shit now. But like with language, for example, with I think my Japanese mostly increased again, like back to the silver lining of COVID that we have talked about earlier. It was mostly because I made a Japanese friend and then I stream in Japanese sometimes. Not streaming in Japanese, but like I got involved in like Japanese streams, and then like I need to talk Japanese for like a long period of time, and then now the muscle memories are working. Like before that, even with the same language with Japanese, mostly I was like learning in my mind. So like if you ask me to kind of like write like say a line that I've practiced like a lot, then maybe I can do it like good. But like you don't even have to go to Japan. Like even if I go to the Asian market, like the Japanese supermarket, and then I probably can start with the practice lines, right? Like, "Hi, konnichiwa," okay, okay, onegaishimasu. And then like the moment the cashier like say something that is like out of the scenario, I will always freeze. Like if it's like playing Battle Spirits, now it is in my muscle. It's no longer in my brain. So it's like, yeah, whenever my opponent do something, oh yeah, I can kind of like ask him like, yeah, or I can let him do what he needs to do. Not he,
Mm.
they. I played with some
Mm.
female Battle Spirits player like this, even in the Japanese version. So yeah. To represent them. And I should not forget about them. Some of them are I've talked a lot as well, so yeah, need to make sure they are represented. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, before this gets any more awkward, and before because it's like getting late, so I think like if we continue any further, it will get in the territory where two boys talk too much into the midnight, and then they started to question things like existence, especially since we have like almost 1 hour ago we were talking about religion as well, so it will we will easily slip into that. So yeah.
Here's the thing though, like now that you say it, like a lot of the times, like a lot of times it's not that I don't understand what you're saying, like
Mm-mm.
even though actually most of the times it's because I don't understand your accent.
Mm-mm.
But like sometimes when I reply awkwardly, it's just
Mm-mm.
like yeah, yeah. It's
Mm-mm.
actually because I swear I'm literally just borderline ADHD, but like I cannot keep my attention on
Mm-mm.
anything for a very long time.
True,
So that
true.
when you're just talking away and going to and scrolling and start replying to people on Discord, and then it's like, so what do you think? I was like, fuck, what do you say? It's like,
And yeah, if you realize that I was like being silent and then I was suddenly like being a few minutes ago, that was because I was out of the to go to the toilet, but I asked Ayumu to keep on talking.
why
Yeah.
did you self-expose yourself like that?
Oh, of course, I want to reward the viewers if they are the viewers or the listeners if they kind of find that out. So yeah, that is your gratification for the day. Good job on finding out.
Bruh.
Yeah. Damn, I should not have said that. We could have ended in podcast fails, but yeah, now as we have say as the saying goes in Indonesia, the rice has turned into porridge. Cannot be undone. Or can it?
You can always make into fried rice,
Yeah,
I
out of
guess.
porridge.
I don't know.
Yeah, we probably that will be our special when you come here again for Grand Tour or something. That
Oh
will
god, I
be
do not
that.
want to try that. Even though I'm one of those people who don't need to go to the toilet after eating Taco Bells.
But you can handle Taco Bells, but you are afraid that fried porridge will hurt you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like probably I will be fine with that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's like like one of the fail stories that my friend always likes to bring up is this concept of fried ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically with how you do fried ice cream is after you take out the ice cream and then you after you portion the ice cream you put it back into the freezer, freeze it up so that it's solid, and then you put in the batter and then you fry it like really quickly. So that information was missing on my side. So what I did is there used to be like this one Japanese chain all you can eat place in Indonesia that that specialize in kushikatsu. So basically they put all the ingredients, you can just take it, and then they will provide the batter and then the fryer, so you just batter your food and then you fry it. So they also have ice cream, a soft ice cream. And then I had the bright idea, since we can just batter everything, why don't we try to make a fried ice cream? So I took the ice cream, battered it, and then I throw it into the fryer. And then it just explodes and disappears into nothingness. Just like my future, but yeah. Anyway, the staff came and the staff came and we were scolded. So yeah, that was the
Oh my
end
god,
of the day.
what cracked me was the last sentence, just like my future.
Exactly. As usual, as per
I,
usual. It is a butterfly effect, isn't it? So now I made the fried ice cream in the deep fryer once, and then now my future is toast.
I don't understand how you live till 30 years old with that mindset.
I don't know. Probably because I gaslight myself. Also, because I adopted this thing called optimistic nihilism, which is a little bit oxymoronic. But I think like if everything is going to go bad anyway, like why do I stop now?
Right, let's end this podcast. The usual outro, please.
Yeah. So yeah, now that we have actually had our portion of existential crisis, so if you guys want us to talk about anything specific, or you guys want us to talk more about fellow spirits, or food or anything, you can always reach us with your questions, requests, to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you are listening to this on YouTube, you can also comment below, and we will answer to you, or if it's big enough, we will cover it in the podcast as well. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next train. Bye bye.
Bye.